Good morning. It is July 29th, Monday, year of our Lord Jesus Christ. Chris Garcia coming before you today. I want to go over this absolute nonsense where for my fellow Californians, that I'm trying to really get through to. I want you guys to understand something, that these Democrat politicians do not care about you. It doesn't matter if you consider yourself a Democrat, you consider yourself a Republican, an independent. It does not matter. They do not care about you. They do not care about your rights as parents. They don't care about your kids, even though they try to make it seem like they do, or at least they say they do. They don't care. And today I have a video kind of want to go over with Assembly Member Ward, who's they're debating AB 1955. AB 1955 is basically where they allow the parents, or they allow the kids to change their names, their genders, whatever, without notifying the parents. Parents are not allowed to know. Teachers can't tell the parents. So basically they lie to you, or they hide things from you. And this is now something that was passed through California law, which is unconstitutional, by the way. So we really need to fight against this this unconstitutional stuff they're passing. I just want you to see real quick the video of one of the assembly members absolutely fighting for the right side of things. He's a Republican, not that it matters, because for me, I don't care if it's an R or a D in front of their name. I care about, I'm a parent, I have kids in school, and I care that the only laws that should be on the books are for parental rights, not against parents. So I just want you to see it's evil what they're doing. And I want you to see this guy put up a fight against this idiot Ward, and just take a look at it, and you'll see. So let me go ahead and put it up for you. Here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My button? It's on. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think this bill is everything that's wrong with our politics today. This bill is built on a foundation of disinformation, hyperbole, and fear-mongering. If the reality was as my Democrat colleagues painted, I would agree with you. I'd be standing in support with you. But that's not the reality. So let's for once have an honest intellectual debate about what is happening at our schools and what's happening in this state. So let's have a little lesson on how we got here today. This all started when the California Department of Education, under Superintendent Tony Thurmond, issued guidance to school districts. The question was, may a student's gender identity be shared with parents? And the answer from the Department of Education was that no, because it would violate the student's privacy interests. Okay, for the first time in history, we had someone declare that students have a right to privacy from their parents. That's not in any law, and that's not in any case law. The courts have never held that. In fact, they've held the opposite, that parents have a right to raise and guide their kids. Based on this policy, this guidance, school districts implemented what we call secrecy policies. They told teachers, under no circumstances can you share the child's gender preferences with the parent, even if you're referring to them by a new name and gender at school. So teachers were put in a position to lie to parents. They refer to the child as one name, the birth name with the parent, and then a different name in class. That's what caused me to introduce Assembly Bill 1314 last year, which just said, if a child requests the school to change their records to have a new gender, that information should be shared with parents. Not to stop the change, just to inform the parents. But this body would not even let that debate happen. This body suppressed its opposition, and it silenced me.
Mr. Asali, we are debating AB 1955. We are not debating last year's bill.
Are we debating?
We are debating AB 1955. You are out of order.
I'm not out of order.
You are out of order.
All right. Well, let me get to 1955. The proponents have said, by the way, I am tired of being interrupted by you. You do not interrupt them.
You are.
Hold on a second. You do.
So you see what happened here? They cut his mic. They cut his mic. They didn't let him finish talking. This guy's explaining to you that he introduced a bill that would mandate them, or make it law for teachers to have to notify parents if a child is requesting a name change or sex change or anything to that effect. Parents would have to be notified, and they didn't even let him bring that bill up for a discussion, right? So here he tells him, Ward tells him that he's out of order, right? He tells him he's out of order because they're not talking about that, but it's all in relation to AB 1955. It's amazing that this bill was even up for debate, let alone passed. And idiot nuisance, of course, signs it into California law. Now, it's still unconstitutional. We could still fight it. We should fight it. I'm really pissed off, though, because of just the way it went. And if it goes on, you guys could look this up for yourselves and see the whole debate. But this, there's words I want to use about this guy. And I'm trying to be the better man right now. But this idiot went and would not allow even a debate, a discussion to have it. And then one of these other yahoos starts arguing with this assembly member and wants to start fighting with him. And they end up having to take a break and the whole bit. But it's extremely frustrating. I want you guys to know, and I know it doesn't matter if you're Republican, if you're Democrat. I know it doesn't matter, okay? To you guys, when it comes to this, when it comes to your children, it doesn't matter, if there's a Republican or a Democrat. What matters to you is, do you have the rights with your children or not? And like you, I want the rights. I have the rights. They're my children, not want. They are my rights. My right is to be a parent to my children and decide what they learn when it comes to them wanting to change anything, which God forbid they would want that. But should they want something that, or be confused about that, that's for me to take care of with my kids, not for the school, not for the state. So I just want you to see this here. So just so you know, these are who voted yay, meaning they voted yes for it. 61 people, 61 of these members voted yes. Okay? 61 of them are Democrats. 61 Democrats voted to take your rights away. 61 of them in California. So you Californians out there who are voting, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, you're voting for these morons who are taking your rights away. They don't care about you. They never have. They never will. Okay? You have a total of 16 of them that voted against it. Nay. I mean, no, we don't want this bill. We want parents to have the right. 16 of them voted against it. All of them Republican. Who's looking out for your best interest? Who's looking out for your rights? It's pretty clear, right? 61 to 16. All 61 are Democrats. You had 3 of them here, or 2 of them here, that were absent for the vote. They weren't here. 1 Democrat, 1 Republican, which they should be there voting. But this is absolutely ridiculous. 61 voted against you having rights over your children. Keep that in mind when you go vote. Keep that in mind when you're voting in November. All these Democrats that you're voting for don't give a crap about you, and they're voting to take your rights away. That's how they're voting. What are you going to do about it? You're going to let them keep doing that? You're going to keep voting for them? You're going to keep giving them your support, your money? Why would you do that? Why? I'm right there with you. I want parental rights. We should all have them. And the state has no right to go and take them from us. Do not vote for a Democrat again. Don't do it, okay? Because this is what they're going to do to you in return for your kindness, for your vote. All right? Now, I want you to look at all these idiots that voted to take your rights away. Right here, Assembly Member Addis Don, Aguilar Curry, Alvarez David, Arambula Joaquin, Jasmine Baines, Rebecca Bayer Kahan, Steve Bennett, Mark Berman, Tasha Borner Horvath, Mia Bonta, Isaac Bryan, Lisa Calderon, Juan Carrillo, Wendy Carrillo, Sabrina Cervantes, Damon Connolly, Mike Fong, Laura Friedman, Jesse Gabriel, Eduardo Garcia, unbelievable freaking Garcia. My last name's Garcia, so that pisses me off. Okay? Unreal. Mike Gibson, Tim Grayson, Matt Haney, Greg Hart, Chris Holden, Jackie Irwin, Corey A. Jackson, Ash Calra, Tom, no, that's a Republican. He actually voted for you. Alex Lee, Yvonne Lowe, Josh Lowenthal, Brian, I can't even say his last name, Manchin, whatever. Don't matter, you're going to vote him out. Kevin McCarty, Tina Simone McKinner, vote him out. Al, I don't even know how to say his last. Don't matter. You're going to vote him out. Stephanie Nugent, vote her out. Liz Ortega, vote her out. Blanca Pacheco, Diane Papin, and it goes on. Cody Norris, Sharon Kirk Silva, James Ramos, Anthony Rendon, Alosi Reyes, Luz Maria Rivas, Robert Rivas, Freddie Rodriguez, Blanca Rubio, Miguel Santiago, Pilar Chiavo, I don't even know how to say that name. Doesn't matter, you're going to vote him out. Esmeralda, vote her out. Phil Y. Ting Phillip, whoever the hell, vote him out. Avelino Valencia, Carlos, whatever. Chris Ward, is that the moron leading that thing? Kyla Weber, Buffy Wicks, Lori Wilson, Jim Wood, and Rick Chavez Zabur, whatever the heck. All of them you need to vote out. Do not vote for any Democrat. Again, all 61 of them voted against your rights. Okay? So, absolutely amazing. This was the Senate. And then you go over to where these other ones are. The third reading, AB 1955. So this is the other vote with senators. You have a total of 40. 29 voted yes to take your rights away. All 29 of them are Democrats taking your rights away. Don't give a crap about you. You hear this, California? Are you awake yet? Are you awake? Keep in mind, California is a republic. It's a republic. The United States is a republic. United States, right? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. Okay, one nation under God, right? All these yahoos right here, we need to get rid of them. Every single one of them. All of them Democrats. All of them that voted against your rights. And what did the Republicans do? They voted for you as parents to have the rights. All 8 of them. Why do we only have 8 of them representing us? Why? We should have a total, if there's 40, it should be all 40 should be Republican, to be honest with you. And then we could just hold their feet to the fire if they do something stupid. To be honest, I don't really trust politicians at all, no matter what side of the aisle they're on. But when you look at this, how they voted, this should piss you off. This should piss you off, because it pisses me off. And it makes me sick to my stomach. They really think that they could go and take the rights away from us as parents. And that's exactly what's going on here. Okay, everybody, Californians, we need to be educated on this stuff. We need to go out. This doesn't take long to look this stuff up. And in this case, I've done it for you. So you see all the green check marks are all yeses, right? All the X's, the red X's right here, are nays. They voted against it. These are good, but they're all Republican. None of the Democrats voted against this bill. It's one of the most frustrating things to witness. Absolutely frustrating. So when you're voting, if they have a D, if they're a Democrat, don't vote for them. Don't you do it. If you value your rights as a parent, your rights as a citizen of America, a citizen of California, you're going to put people in that are going to value you too, okay? So let's just go back to this and kind of just see what goes on here, right? This is an 11-minute video. I'm not going to go through all 11 minutes. I've already taken enough of your time, but just, this is a battle that we few cannot fight on our own. We need to unite against people like this guy. I just cannot with this guy. Let's listen to him.
We're going to move on to Mr. Zuber.
So he's arguing right now with his mic off, and he's not allowing them just to move forward and pass him up like that, which they're not allowed to do. I mean, this is outrageous. And all these people here, all these Democrats, these are all Democrats. They don't give a crap. This guy's fighting for us. He's fighting for the children. He's fighting for us, and they don't care. Just look at their demeanor. Oh, it pisses me off.
Staley, you are out of order.
I am not out of order. You're going to have to drag me out of here.
I won't have to drag you anywhere. You are out of order, Mr. Staley. We ask you to have a seat because you are out of order. You were out of order. If you want to debate the bill, you were not debating the bill. You were debating a previous bill. You were explaining your displeasure over something that happened that was unrelated to this bill. You are out of order. If you want to debate this bill, I will grant you that privilege. But if you persist, we may just ask you to leave.
Mr. Speaker, with all respect, what opponents have said, they introduced this bill because of what's
Just so pompous, arrogant, pompous little prick. Oh my God, this dude. You know what? I'm done with this because I'm just going to get really pissed off. I can't stand it. I absolutely cannot stand people like this who do not care about our rights. They don't care about America. They hate America. They probably hate that the flag is right there next to them. I'm just so beyond annoyed. I grew up in California. I grew up in LA County. I'm still here in LA County, still fighting. I'm running for board member because of this kind of bull crap. I wouldn't tolerate that at all. At all. I'd be all up in his face. This is absolutely ridiculous. Who do these people think they are? California, we need to get our country back. We need to pray to God. Get the courage. You guys need to start running for your local boards and schools. Start running for assembly member. We have a real good guy, Raul Ortiz, who's running for the 64th district. So if you live in like Bell Gardens, I believe Cudahy, Norwalk, La Mirada, Santa Fe Springs, I believe Whittier as well. I'm not sure how far out it goes. There's other cities, but this guy's running, and man, he's a powerhouse, and he's all about parental rights. And he's all about the rights of and the citizens of California. He's born and raised up in Norwalk. He's just all around good dude, and it's important. It's real important that we support the people who are part of the community. This guy's part of the community, and I'll be sharing more stuff about him. Maybe I could get an interview with him, and I'll put it up, and get some interviews with some other folks too. But this bullcrap, we're gonna put a stop to it. We don't need to go and have civil war and have all that. We don't need to. Our fight could be right here. We could fight with our voices, with our votes, and with our feet, getting out there and putting in the work. And together as a community, within our local area, a community as Californians. I believe California has more conservatives than any other state. I believe that wholeheartedly with my heart. I know there's a lot of Democrats who are very conservative at heart. Their values are conservative. They're Catholics. They're Christians. They just vote Democrat because it's what they've been doing for so many years. But when you pay attention to what's going on, their values do not line up with that Democrat Party. The Democrat Party has always been against God. It's always been against your values. There's never been a switch. They've always been the one that's for slavery. They've always been the bad ones. Always. It's been the Republicans that have always voted on the good side. Are the bad Republicans? Absolutely. And that's why we got to vote them in and hold them accountable. They start messing up, we just vote different ones in who are better. This stuff's got to stop, and we can put a stop to it. So let's do it together. God bless.
One day, one day, one day, I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you.